Here's something I've been thinking about. So I pitched a potential client on a Creator Engines build, a big one. Like, it was a custom build. It wasn't just my standard 1 week offer. I'm talking like 40,000, 50,000, somewhere in that range. Normally these Creator Engines build are 1 week intensives, and they're like anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000, sometimes less if I take on like revenue share for sales from the client. It was a much larger project in scope. It wasn't just like a productized build, it was enterprise level. And it really opened my mind to realizing like, hey, I can do this. So I sent that proposal over to the potential client, and I just didn't see eye to eye on what the scope was. So I was thinking it was gonna be, let's say 40K, and the potential client was like, my budget's 4. The client that we're doing this for stood to make a lot of money from the build. And so I was approaching this from a value-based price point, where I build this for 40K, within a year, this is probably gonna make you 400K. And it was pretty clear in my mind that that was the case, but that just wasn't what this client had in mind. And so my options were fold and say, sure, I can do it for $4,000, and basically just completely obliterate my reputation that I'm trying to build as a premium service provider that does high quality work, that provides value, and I'm not just a TaskRabbit or just a cheap freelancer. I used to do $4,000 projects when I was 10 years younger, and I've done a lot of business since then, and I've made pretty substantial revenue in that business since then, not by staying in that area. So I just realized I had to walk from this. And this was a big client, big name, big potential opportunities, but I had to think about this and go, do I want to fold, but basically signal I'm a cheap freelancer and I'll do big stuff for tiny budgets? Or do I say, sorry, can't help you? And that is what I said. You know, I said it politely. I just don't think we're aligned. I do this work for small clients who pay $7,000 to $10,000 a week. Sorry, if your budget changes or your alignment changes on this project, then, you know, let's talk. So I wanted to keep the communication open and not burn any bridges, but I had to have integrity. But it was basically going to obliterate my reputation as somebody to be taken serious. So I realized no's the answer here. Sometimes you got to stand your ground, maintain your integrity, even if it really hurts. I don't know. Still figuring it out, but that's what I got.